Okay. Here's my attempt to record a video, my first video that I'm going to post. So on internet marketing. Gosh, I look kind of strange. Haven't shaved much, but anyway, I'm just here in my home office. There's my computer there, and so what I was talking about today is all about article marketing, and so I've wrote this article all about article marketing. It's one of the best. It's just strange. It's one of the best internet marketing strategies by far. Is article marketing, content marketing, and for an example, if I entered the keyword phishing into the keyword planner, it's a free software on the internet right now. It's just Google AdWords. You log in, you create an account, go to Tools, and then keyword planner, and type phishing in. You'll notice that phishing has 201,000 people type that in per month. Fly fishing, 49,500. Fishing tackle. So you see all the words that people type in. Fishing gear, 12,000. Bass fishing, 22,000. So those are the keywords that people type in for fishing. Okay, so if I had a website about fishing, or I sold fishing equipment, you can see how many times people type that into Google. So here's where it gets cool. Let's say that you typed that you created an article about fishing, and so there's 201,000 people that type that in per month. So think about it. So that's traffic for just one single article or keyword. Let's say you had hundreds. So out of the 201,000, not everybody's going to click on your article, but let's just say only 8% of those people click on your article about fishing. Okay, so 8% of 201,000 is 16,080 people. Okay, so that's traffic for just one single article, 16,080 people. Okay, let's say you have hundreds of articles at 16,000 per month for a total. That would be a total of 1,608,000 people that in some form or another find your website, okay, per month. Now I realize it's all hypothetical. This is just for numbers' sake, okay? So you might think, who cares? Well, what if I sold a product related to fishing for $1 each? Let's say only 2% out of that 1,608,000 ended up buying whatever it is I sold. So 2% of 1.6 million is 32,160. Okay? So you would make, if you sold something for $1, you would make $32,160 a month pertaining to that keyword. Let's say the product that you sold was $5. Then you would make $160,800. So you get the idea. Content marketing is very, very, very effective. What if the product that you had on your site was just automated? They read about it and, oh, look, this lure or this whatever it is. And they just go and they check out and they buy the product. It's all automated. You don't have a huge overhead related to people that you're hiring. It's just all automated on your website. Very huge. So this is the power of article marketing. And by the way, the traffic is free forever. So if you produce an article 2 years ago, that article still exists on the internet now. People are still finding it, and they're still reading it. You could get paid. Somebody could end up buying something from an article you wrote 2 years ago. So the more you produce, the more it pays out. And so it becomes an asset. But the prettiest website without traffic is worth nothing. So how does this happen? When you type in the keyword into Google, 12 web pages show up on the first page in order from 1 to 12. So why were these websites chosen? So if you type in fishing and then the number one person, why is that number one person there? Why are they chosen? Who determines what order they appear? It's all it's a popularity contest with Google. Who's ever the most popular wins. And so the more content you can produce, and whoever's the most popular basically wins. And so so here's what I found out when I started digging around. Basically, backlinks is another big key to it. Is a huge key to it. The ones that show up number one typically have lots of backlinks, but be real careful. In the past, there's backlinking places you could buy a bunch of crappy backlinks. It's important to have quality versus quantity related to backlinks, and they need to be natural. They need to be legitimate. If you go and you purchase a bunch of backlinks, Google will you may get some traffic in the short run, but ultimately Google will penalize you. So backlinks is really important. Another one is format. The second big one's format. You can't just write an article and just flop it out there. It's got to be in the right format. It's got to have the right amount of keywords. Pictures helps. Headers helps. So it's got to be in the right format. It can't. You can't just. So there's some tools that can help you do that in the right format. And there's like 200 rules that Google requires for each article. So to be able to remember that would be crazy, but there's software that can help you do that. And then the third one is obviously keyword research. You don't want to just flop out a bunch of articles out there. For example, like article marketing, I believe brings in like 201,000 type that in, or 200,000 type that in per month. Content marketing only 49,000. So obviously you want to make sure that you're targeting the keyword that has the most amount of traffic. You don't want to so target the right keywords. And if you do a keyword, you can pick like a broad keyword like fishing, but then it'll also encompass long tail keywords like bass fishing, right? Bass fishing may have 10,000 people coming, and fishing has 201,000. So if it's bass fishing, it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone with that. So with keywords, it's very important. You don't want to just throw a bunch of spaghetti up on the wall and hope some of it sticks. You want it to be laser targeted. Don't just write a bunch of information out there. It's got to be very targeted. So bottom line is with a website, if I sold fishing supplies, I would write hundreds of different articles about fishing with keywords and subjects that generated the most traffic. Then no matter what a person typed in, I would show up in some form or another. They would click on my site and they'd end up purchasing from me. You can do this with anything a person's passionate about. I have a neighbor I grew up with that has a cooking website. All she does is post recipes and cooking things. And it was kind of a hobby at first, and now it's become a full-time thing for her because she gets so much traffic coming in that she, what do you think she sells? Well, she sells recipes, cooking, books, all kinds of things she sells. And then I've got a brother-in-law that also does that for snowboards. He's just very passionate about snowboarding. He writes all about snowboarding. What do you think he sells? He sells snowboards all day long. I've got friends at handyman services, taxes, real estate books. There's not one company out there that couldn't capitalize from this. So when it comes to step-by-step formula, first you find the keywords that people are entering into Google. You write articles all about the set of keywords. There's some software that can help you. Also write too. If you say I'm not a good writer, well, there's a lot of software that can help you actually write. You can actually even purchase articles. Then the third one is you format these articles in the proper format. And then the fourth one, I won't go into a lot of detail, but is all about social marketing. You start connecting with people that love fishing, and you blast it out to your social network, And so now not only are you going to get traffic from social network, you're also going to get it from the search engines. So it might look overwhelming at first, but just take it one step at a time. There's a lot of videos, training videos out there that'll walk you step by step through it. So this is my first video. Hopefully it made sense. All the best.